Fulton County teacher has been murdered, leaving her students and family heartbroken. 25-year-old Kaylin Jackson was shot in DeKalb County over the weekend.
Tonight, we're learning more about the suspect police have arrested. The victim's family is speaking only with News Edge reporter Rob DiRienzo.
25-year-old Kaylin Jackson was a teacher at Hamilton Holmes Elementary School in East Point. Her murder has left her mother in shock right now.
I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep because if I go to sleep, it's going to be too real. You know, it's going to be too real.
Police in DeKalb County have arrested 24-year-old Janae Colbert. They say she shot and killed Jackson in their home on Derwin Brown Drive Saturday night.
You took something that held us together.
Jackson's family says she and Colbert were in a relationship. Colbert's been charged with malice murder.
We took her in our home. We made her family.
They were fine, just minutes before it happened.
Michelle Jackson, Kaylin's mom, says right before she was killed on Saturday, she just planned a big celebration of life for her grandmother.
I really appreciate everybody coming out, man.
In my phone, I was typing a message to her. The first part of it to tell her, words cannot express how proud I was of what you did. I didn't get a chance to fix it before I got that phone call from my son.
That call was when she learned about what happened to Kaylin. Jackson says her daughter's profession, working in special education and as a cheerleading coach, was her life's passion.
My baby wanted to help kids, especially kids that needed extra guidance.
Her smile was just, it was infectious.
As Jackson's mother prepares to lay her daughter to rest, she's still trying to process all of this.
I know I need to sleep, I know I need to rest, but I can't do it right now.
Reporting for Fox 5 News, I'm Rob DiRienzo.
And school administrators sent messages home to parents informing them of Jackson's death. They're now offering counseling and grieving students.
For the first time, a family is speaking out publicly about an Easter Sunday tragedy. A DUI crash in Douglas County killed a member of their family.
His alleged killer is now behind bars. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart joins us live in Cobb County tonight, where the victim's family is preparing for a funeral. Kevin?
Yeah, a real sad situation here. You know, the family was stunned to learn that they had lost their loved one in a tragic way. Keep in mind, this was on Easter Sunday. And then they learned the suspect in this case had recently bonded out on another DUI charge.
Last thing I got was a text from him about 2 o'clock, and it said, "Happy Easter, I love y'all."
About 2 hours later, this is where Brett North would lose his big brother. Norman North riding his motorcycle Easter Sunday along Highway 166 between Chapel Hill Road and Big A Road in Douglas County in an alleged DUI. This is the man accused of hitting and killing the 68-year-old, James Warren of Douglasville.
So I'm working on doing a eulogy for him and tried to think of singular words that would describe him, and I came up with generous, kind.
Now, according to arrest warrants, Warren allegedly fled the accident scene, hit another car, and resisted arrest. The sheriff's office says a deputy would recover 42 blue pills believed to be alprazolam in his pocket. But understand this. Warren was back on these roads after he posted bond totaling $1,500 back on March 22nd for a DUI less safe arrest.
And until we as a society stand up and say we've had enough, I don't know what the answer is. And we're not going to fill our prisons full of DUI. It was senseless.
This tragedy provides an odd twist. North, a College Park resident who loved motorcycles, had beaten alcohol addiction clean for more than 20 years, according to his brother. So he has this poignant message.
So you don't have to live like that if you could just, but it takes strength.
The family is planning the funeral for next week. Going live in Cobb County, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
Such a senseless tragedy. Kevin, thanks.
Man is behind bars tonight, charged with killing his wife, not allegedly with a gun or a knife, but by giving her AIDS.
Fox 5's Kevin Stewart joins us live from the Rockdale County Jail in Conyers with the story. Kevin?
The victim here was diagnosed with cancer, but soon doctors realized she had more than cancer. She had AIDS, and that's why her husband is here at the Rockdale County Jail.
This is Denise and Cleveland Brody, married in 2014 after meeting at a Christmas party 2 years prior. These were better times.
And she loved this man. She really, really loved him.
But Cleveland Brody is now accused of violating his wife's trust, the family's faith. Rockdale County deputies have charged him with murdering Denise Brody, knowingly infecting her with HIV, his status completely unknown to her. She died in 2022 at 65.
And how long did she live after the diagnosis?
2 days.
She put him out when she found out he was cheating on her. And she loved him so much that she actually allowed him to come back, asked him to take a test because he's out there. And he was smart enough to know that it would not get picked up.
Prosecutors first charged the husband in 2023 with only reckless conduct HIV, but the family pushed for murder and did the detective work to share with authorities.
Get evidence of the fact that he had it before he met my mother.
2 years later, now her stepfather is charged with felony murder.
Because at any time he could have told her, I have this, and gave her the right to make the decision on whether or not she wanted to stay with him.
And one of the reasons why this is so tough for the family is because AIDS is no longer a death sentence. They're encouraging people to be tested for all STDs. Reporting live in Rockdale County, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
Wow, just such shocking details coming out of that case. Kevin, thanks.
Peachtree City police say they now know who broke into a high school and stole thousands of dollars worth of band equipment. We showed you the surveillance video of the crime yesterday.
Fox 5's Doug Evans was there as police prepared to return the instruments after the suspect's mother turned her son in for the crime.
It started as a tongue-in-cheek report on the Peachtree City Police Facebook page in the style of the old TV show Dragnet. It worked, had people talking and commenting. Soon, a mother here realized that police were posting an image of her son, whom she then confronted about the theft of thousands of dollars of band instruments. And so she brought him here to the police station.
The suspect's mother saw the post that we had placed on Facebook and confronted her son, who then admitted to her that yes, he did steal the musical instruments, and then they came straight to the police department with the musical instruments to make the wrong right and to give them back to the victims.
Police say the surveillance video shows the 19-year-old roaming the halls of McIntosh High School after breaking in. They say he's heading for the band and orchestra rooms. Video outside shows him loading up the stolen instruments on a golf cart. Keep in mind, this is Peachtree City. They would learn their suspect was a former student who had graduated last year. Among the items taken, a teacher's personal violin.
There's 9 different pieces of equipment and some of their accessories that were found to be missing, totaling over $36,000 in value.
We were here with police as they were loading up some of the equipment to take back to the high school. From their Facebook post, police say the mom recognized the son's clothing. They appreciate her courage in coming forward.
Greatly appreciate the steps that his mom took to really hold her son accountable and to make it right for all the other people that were truly victims. In the middle of concert season, they both acknowledged that they've probably hurt some people, and they were both very forthcoming about it and apologetic.
Here's the crazy thing. Police say among the items taken was a tuba. But they say after the young man got it home, he decided to bring it back to the high school band room. For breaking in the high school the first time, then returning a second time to put the tuba back, police say he's looking at 2 counts of burglary as well as theft by taking. They've not yet filed the charges, so they're unable to release his identity at this time. I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News in Peachtree City.
Well, welcome in. I'm Ariel Onstadt. Thank you so much for joining us here for Fox 5 Live. We want to get right out to our Deidre Dukes as we are tracking breaking news in Southwest Atlanta, where we've learned Fulton County police have shot and killed a man. Deidre, I know you're there on scene and it's been chaotic this morning or earlier this afternoon. What can you tell us?
I'm going to step out of the way as we let you see and we tell you what we do know right now. Multiple law enforcement agencies on scene, including the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, Atlanta Police, the U.S. Marshal's Office, and also the GBI at this hour. The GBI called in because, of course, this is an officer-involved shooting. This is what we know. The call first came into our newsroom just after 1 o'clock this afternoon of an officer-involved shooting. When we arrived here at the intersection of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and Baker's Ferry Road, MLK Jr. Drive, where the incident occurred, we did see all this police activity, and we can tell you that a video is circulating that appears to show the man who police have confirmed they killed after firing on him several times. There is a video floating around that captured the incident. Now, in this video, it does appear that the individual who was shot by police, shot and killed, ran across the street to a nearby vehicle, got into the vehicle, was being chased by 2 law enforcement officers. And we do want to confirm, Ariel, because I think you mentioned that Fulton County Sheriff's deputy may have actually fired those shots, but we actually are hearing that the person who fired is in fact someone with the U.S. Marshal's Office. That someone with the U.S. Marshal's Office actually fired those shots. We, at this time, have talked to the victim's family, who, Ariel, they remain on scene. This has been a very tense scene. At one point, they did rush the police tape, the crime scene tape. Several more officers have been added to the scene. I'm sure as a result of that, they did manage to calm the family down and then push the family and the media back. But a family member who is on scene, remains on scene, has identified that deceased man is 25-year-old Demario Smith. 25-year-old Demario Smith. I'm going to pause just for a second, Ariel.
Yeah.
Are you all ready to talk to us? Okay, it appears that the law enforcement is ready to talk to us to give us a news briefing, so I'm going to pause right now.
Sounds good, Deidre. I'm going to let you get back
more information.
To it. Sounds good. Thank you, Deidre.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring you guys back in here to the desk because we do have information into our newsroom. Deidre's not aware. She continues to track this, so I do want to let you know what we know. There's a lot of speculation as to which law enforcement agency is involved, and at this time, via a news release, we can confirm Fulton County Police are the ones involved in shooting and killing that suspect. So I'm going to take you through the news release they just sent us so you know what we know. Fulton County police officers observed a group of people loitering in front of the 3000 block of MLK Jr. Drive. And police say in their release, this is a known drug location. They say a subject from the group took off running and officers chased that person. They say that the subject was given verbal commands to stop, but failed to comply and was able to make it back to his vehicle. Officers gave this person verbal commands to turn the vehicle off and put his hands up. At that time, police say the subject began reaching down and got a handgun, prompting officers with the Fulton County Sheriff's Office to fire their weapons. Officers immediately administered CPR to that suspect, and he was rushed to Grady Hospital, where he ultimately succumbed to his injuries. So we'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more information about this, but we are just getting this information into our newsroom via a press release. This is an active and ongoing investigation. Atlanta police are assisting with this, but they are not involved and they are not the primary ones investigating this. They are assisting. Again, the Fulton County Police Office is the one who was involved in this incident via a press release we just received into our newsroom minutes ago. We'll continue to keep you updated. Deidre is checking in with police and law enforcement officials as we speak. And we'll continue to keep you updated right here online. You can stay tuned for the very latest in the Fox Local mobile app.